A cover-up is what people are calling it. Are the Chicago Police Department detectives really investigating this suspicious death, or are they protecting one of their own? Classified as an overdose, however, family members aren't convinced, citing bruises to her face and stating she didn't use hardcore drugs. The tragic death of Treasure Hendricks went viral months after the incident took place. Many images of Treasure has been circulating all over the internet, from Facebook, Twitter, to TikTok. Everyone wanted to know what really happened to Treasure. Treasure Hendricks was 35 years old and lived in Broadwell, Illinois. According to her Facebook, she graduated high school from John Marshall High School in Chicago and later studied at Malcolm X College. Not long after, she stated she was working for a home health care agency. According to the Treasure Hendricks family advocate, she was starting her own nonprofit to give back to her community. Always smiling, her friends and family described her as a loving, kind, and compassionate person. Quoting from her bio, "I am very open-minded about people, and I see life as the exploration of possibilities." Treasure enjoyed life and enjoyed being optimistic and adventurous along with it. It was about 4 or 5 years ago when Treasure became friends with a Chicago officer, according to her mother, Cynthia. The book Club Chicago stated her mother said she met him one night when he invited her for dinner with her daughter. The officer joined the CPD in 1999 and was assigned to the Northwest District, court records show. The two remained friends for quite a while, on and off throughout the years. So how did this friendship go left is the question everyone wants to know. How did an innocent meetup at a pizza parlor turn into a night of an unsolved demise?
The body of 35-year-old Treasure Hendricks was found in an RV on August 19 in the 1500 block of Southwestern Avenue. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office says an autopsy found a high mixture of drugs in her system and called the death an accidental overdose, but those who knew her believe there is more to her death. The RV that Hendricks was found in is believed to be owned by a former Chicago police officer who resigned the same month she was found.
The officer told detectives he met Treasure at 2 p.m. August 18th at Parlor Pizza for food and a few drinks, according to reports. He said she left at 4 p.m. to meet a friend, but video from a restaurant shows Treasure and the officer arriving at 4:03 p.m. and leaving 41 minutes later, according to reports. At 9 p.m., she called the officer and asked if she could come over to his RV, allegedly. The officer said that he sometimes rent out his West Town condo on Airbnb. When his home was occupied, the officer would sleep in an RV. The officer said he paid the owner of a parking lot $100 a month to let him store the vehicle. Treasure arrived at the RV around 9:45 p.m., and the officer said she was quote-unquote visibly drunk and high upon arrival, allegedly. He told her to lie down and to get some sleep on the RV's rear bed while he went to sleep on the bed above the driver's seat, allegedly. The officer said he woke up around 8:30 a.m. on August 19th the next day and found Treasure unresponsive. He told the investigators he performed chest compressions on Treasure until the paramedics arrived, but she was pronounced deceased at the scene. According to reports, police found several bottles of alcohol in the RV, but there were no signs of narcotics. The detective also noted that there were no signs of trauma to the body. The Cook County Medical Examiner called the death an accidental overdose. During this time, CPD states they were investigating their own cop. The officer described his relationship with Treasure to them. He stated that the two knew each other for a few years and that they previously had incestual relationship. On occasion, the officer deposited money into the victim's bank account to help the victim out, a detective wrote. Not too long into the investigation, the officer quit the CPD. The officer resigned from the CPD on August 26, just 7 days after Treasure was found in his RV. Treasure's family are not too happy with the direction this case is going in. According to Treasure's missing flyers, her family was never notified about her death. Instead, the media briefly spoke on the incident as an unknown female found. We had to become detectives ourselves because nobody told us anything. Nobody ever knocked on my door to tell me that my Treasure had passed, Maxie said. The day after Treasure Hendricks died, a man the family does not know knocked on the door of Cynthia Hendricks, Treasure's mother, and told her Treasure's car was abandoned in a parking lot and they needed to contact the police, Maxie said. The sisters drove around the area looking for Treasure Hendricks, unaware she was dead, Maxie said. When we found Treasure's car in the parking lot, it had been wiped out. Her laptop was there, but it was completely empty, Maxie said. We met a gentleman that told us that the police was there the day before. He said that they took away the body of a black woman from the RV parked near Treasure's car. That's how we found out my niece was dead. They reached out to the morgue to ask for the autopsy reports, asked police for information, and spoke with anyone who had details about Hendricks' death, Maxie said. Many members of the community protested in the name of Treasure.
I'm coming to you all today because it's Protest for Treasure Day. And it starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon at 15th and Western, and we'll be marching over to Roosevelt and Damon to the FBI building. I really need you guys to come out and support me, my family, and most of all, come out and support Treasure. We need to find out what happened, and we're going #justice for Treasure. I'm going to be looking for you guys. I know everybody that's on my Facebook page, and I'm going to be looking for each and every one of you. Tell your friends, your family to come out with you and support. God bless this march for Treasure.
Her family spoke out during the protest to express their doubts about the notes in the report.
What happened to Chicago woman Treasure Hendricks? That is the question that a group of protesters are demanding the FBI answer. Waving pink flags, this group of 2 to 3 dozen people marched to Chicago FBI headquarters today.
They think it's unlikely that Treasure would have been able to drive to the former officer's RV. The family also disputed that she used drugs. Treasure's aunt said Treasure drank, but she didn't do hard drugs. Her aunt also claimed she had bruises on her face and swollen lips, like if she hit something or something hit her. She didn't do that to herself. As of now, no one has been arrested or charged in her case, and the family demands answers. If you have any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the assailant, please contact Area 4 District 11 Police Department. This story is completely devastating. I will continue to keep her friends and family in my thoughts and prayers. Let me know down below any resources you think would be important for the family to have at this time in order to get more information. What are your thoughts about how the police are handling this case? Let's talk about it down below. Let's respect each other's opinions in the comments, and please respect the victim and their family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. And with that being said, don't forget to check on your loved ones.